seems like is it fair to say that Gigi and Alex's roles have been impacted more than anyone with the two guys who are out, and how have you thought they have done?
Well, they're playing very well, and they're getting more comfortable in their roles. And Gigi's a fourth-year guy. He's had to battle some injuries, but he's got a lot of experience, and we're kind of seeing that experience now as we get into league play, which is good. And Alex has done a really good job of just shaking some rust off of not playing for a year. He worked awfully hard in the offseason, getting himself healthy. He's plays with a great energy and basketball IQ. So I like what both of them are doing. They're providing their role at a high level.
How different would you say their role is compared to what you thought it would be this season?
Not much different. Yeah, I can't tell you that. There's two guys that aren't playing, so that I don't know. I just know that both of them have done a very good job, in the minutes that they've gotten.
Offensively, Alex probably had his best game. Hit a bunch of threes, and is he capable of doing that?
Well, that's what he can do. He's a stretch four. He's a pick and pop guy that can do those things. But he's a skilled passer. He's a very, very good position defender. He's just smart. Works hard on the glass. And then with everybody else we have, you kind of forget about him, and he can knock down shots. And that's what we need him doing. He's getting much more confident. He's getting more. We've been wanting him to get more aggressive, and he's doing that.
You saw what Stanford did to SC the other night, I'm sure. Does that make that feel a little bit better about what happened to you guys? Because it just reaffirmation that they're a good team and they can do things like that.
No, I didn't need to see that, to reaffirm that. We know that they were getting healthy. They were getting healthy right before our game. They just hadn't been able to get a lot of practices in. But now they're as healthy as they've been in a long, long time, and they're going to be dangerous, especially at home, like everybody else is. So, that didn't change our mindset of that. Kind of like Michigan, we let one go away just because we couldn't finish. We talk about whether it's foul shooting or getting defensive stops. We go to Cal, we shoot the free throw well, and we get the right defensive stop. So it's just about learning that and being very consistent on how important those two areas are for us.
Colorado had a couple of, I guess people would say, upset wins last week. Does that just show that the Pac-12 is wide open, maybe more so than people thought this year?
Well, it's early in the season, so I haven't seen Colorado. I haven't even seen them play yet on tape because of right now. I'm all Utah, but it's hard. It's just hard to win in college basketball when you look around at what was last week's top 20. I think there were multiple losses in the top 20. So depending on where you're playing and how you're playing, it's going to make a difference. Are you healthy? Are you not healthy? Right now we're pretty healthy, so hopefully we can stay healthy and just keep improving and moving forward, and that's our biggest concern. We know we've got two very, very good opponents coming into Pauley Pavilion this week, and we know we got to play well to have a chance to win.
When you look at Utah, what do you see there?
Well, Bibbins, grad transfer Bibbins is, I think, a huge key for them. He creates an awful lot of offense for them. He and Bearfield are really good guards that can shoot it, score the ball. Rawson is a guy that I think can break you down a lot because he's a big that can drive the ball, he can shoot it. Colette is a hard-working guy that, if you don't do your job in post defense, he's going to hurt you. So they're very sound fundamentally from a defensive standpoint, and they run an awful lot of stuff at you offensively. So we'll see changing defenses, and we'll see multiple things offensively, and we're going to have to concentrate and work at both ends to be successful.
Free throw shooting wise at the end of the Stanford game, was there anything you saw with form or breaking down in terms of endurance at the end of the game?
No. We missed foul shooting. 2 days, less than 48 hours, it's the same guy shooting it the same way. And we made almost all of them. So, no, it wasn't anything I saw mechanically or form-wise.
Tom was saying he didn't know if he's going to have to wear that mask and how much longer. Do you have any clarity there, and how's his recovery?
No, he wore it. He wore it the Cal game, and it was tremendous. So I told him, I think it's the most threes he's made in the game. So the mask might be on for the remainder of the year. It protects his face, and he sees as well as he saw in that game. We might just leave it on the whole time. But whether it's on or off, I don't think it affects Tom. Tom goes about his business. He's one of the more consistent guys in the country, and for his well-being, I hope at some point he gets to take it off. But he looked awfully good with it on the other night.
I think Jalen had, 8 assists and 1 turnover against Cal. What can you say?
Well, that's
about
what we got to have out of Jalen, and that's the growth that we've been trying to work with him on. That him growing defensively and him growing understanding. He's so fast. He's got elite speed with the basketball, and he can break down defenses. And I think that's all a learning curve when you're a young player going from high school to now this level and then the ultimate level. A lot of it is about drive and kick, not drive and finish. Because waiting on you at the rim at this level are 7-footers with length and shot blockers. And so he's done a much, much better job of driving and setting people up and getting his teammates involved, because that's a strength that he has. He's great in transition. He has been since he's been here, but I think now he's learning what the half court's about, and we saw a lot of growth on this trip from him.
getting Jalen to take that kind of next step? How critical is that?
Well, it's huge. Not just Jalen. All three of those freshmen, Chris and Jalen and Chris Smith. Those are three guys that they're going to have an awful lot to do with our ongoing success here in the next 2 months. So their development, their understanding, they're eliminating their mistakes. They're going to make mistakes, but can you learn from those mistakes? And as they grow, I think this team's going to grow, because when you look at the other guys, we've got guys that have some veteran stuff to them, and Tom, Gigi, Aaron, they get it. They've been there. They've done that. Those three freshmen, they're doing this for the first time, and Alex and Prince really are doing this for the first time on road games and playing. Prince had never started. Alex had never played the minutes that he's getting now, so it's new for a lot of them. Can they just continue to grow and learn from those things? And Jalen's one of those guys that, as he does that, he's such a tough matchup that if he can do those things and continue to grow, it's really going to help us.
Aaron's role obviously changed, going from sixth man to kind of leading the team. Did he do anything over the summer to enhance his game? Has his game changed at all from what it was last season?
No, he's just like every summer. Aaron is a tireless worker, so he works awfully hard. He went and spent a lot of time with his brothers, Drew and Justin. So he spent a lot of time working out with them the first couple months of the summer. After he worked out for a lot of teams and then took his name out of the draft. After that, he was not in summer school. He went and worked out with his brothers, which I thought was really beneficial for him. And then he came back here for second summer session and really kind of dove back into this team, knowing that it was going to be more his team. And he and Tom were going to have to really do a good job of leading with a lot of new faces. And they've done a tremendous job with leadership. And I think that's where Aaron has grown the most, is in his leadership and his accountability, in his responsibility, his skill and his demeanor, and that's always been an elite level. I think what now has become a high level for him are the things I just mentioned, and that's crucial for us.
When he's going against NBA players in the summer, how do you see that helping? I mean, obviously, it probably helps him finishing on drives, being able to go against those types of guys. In what area?
Yeah, not just finishing, defending those guys. Those are elite players, so how you defend those guys, and I think that's one of the reasons why our guys develop so well and so quickly in the summer, is because of who they get to play against in the summer. But Aaron doesn't have to go out of his own family. Aaron can stay right within his family and get better. But just learning the little things that go in, the mindset to things of, I've just missed 2 shots, now what? Or our team's just had 3 empty possessions, now what? Or we've been scored on 3 straight times, now what? These are things that maybe somebody like Aaron didn't pay a whole lot of attention to as a freshman, that now as a leader and somebody that's got so much responsibility, those are the things he's learned to do. And that's just a maturation process that's taken place with him that has put him at a whole nother level.
All right.